After everything, the whispers, the rumors, the midnight DMs, Papoose thought he finally had Claressa's shields locked in his corner. But last night, the truth came swinging harder than any punch she's ever thrown in the ring. And this one hit straight in the heart. Because Pap didn't just find out she was distracted, he caught her still in love with her ex. Not in theory. Not in some vague, maybe she's not over him way. In cold, undeniable, can't swipe it away reality. The internet couldn't believe it, and you won't either. Leaked texts, old photos suddenly resurfacing, a voicemail that should have been deleted months ago. And the look on Pap's face? Let's just say, it told the whole story, without a single word. If you were in his shoes, same betrayal, same humiliation. What would you do? Walk away? Or stay and play it cool while the world laughs? Let's break it all down, and trust me, this is the part where it gets ugly. The thing about betrayal? It never walks in loud. It slips through the door when you're not looking, smiling like it belongs there. And for Papoose, that smile belonged to Claressa Shields, the woman he thought was solid, ride or die, the one who wasn't going to play him like the rest of the industry already had. But lately, something felt off. She was present, but not there. Her eyes wandered when he spoke, her phone lit up more than it should, and those random, "I'll be right back" moments, they started stretching from minutes into hours. Pap's gut, the same gut that's seen the ugliest side of this business, told him something wasn't adding up. At first, he brushed it off. The travel, the training camps, the pressure, it can make anyone distant. But then, one late night, he walked past her phone while she was in the shower. Normally, he wouldn't touch it. This time, he didn't even think. The screen lit up, and there it was, a name he'd never seen before, but one she used to talk about like an old scar she'd healed from. Her ex. The first message was harmless enough. "Saw your fight. Proud of you." But the deeper he scrolled, the more those words shifted. Compliments turned into late night, "I miss us" confessions. Memories neither of them should have been revisiting started flooding the thread. And then the worst part, she replied. Not with cold dismissal. Not with "I'm with someone now." No. With warmth. With familiarity. With that dangerous tone people only use when their heart still belongs elsewhere. Fake or not, Pap's mind started piecing together a darker picture. What about those random trips she took without telling him? That old friend she met for dinner after her press conference? The cryptic Instagram captions she posted after big wins. Captions that suddenly made sense now. He screenshotted everything. Sent it to himself. Sat there, staring at his phone like it had just sucker punched him. But if you think Pap confronted her right away, you don't know him. He's strategic. He plays the long game. Instead, he started watching, really watching. He noticed she kept her phone face down at dinner. She smiled at messages she didn't share. And during one training session, when her phone rang, she bolted outside faster than he'd ever seen her move and stayed out there for nearly half an hour. Then came the DM that pushed him over the edge. Anon. "Yo, you didn't hear this from me, but Claressa's ex been telling people they're cool again. Like real cool." Pap. Who is this? Anon. Just someone who hates seeing people get played. Check her tagged pics from last week. Pap checked. Buried between fan photos and promo shots was a picture that made his stomach drop. Claressa and her ex, arms around each other at some low-key event. Not staged, not for press. This was personal. The comments were savage. "Old flames never die, huh? She looks happier here than she does with Pap." Still, he didn't go public. Not yet. Pap was a master of timing. But the moment he heard her on the phone one night, whispering, "I still think about us," that was it. Game over. His first move wasn't a fight. It was a quiet exit from her apartment, leaving behind the hoodie she always stole from him. No note. No call. Just silence. The kind that makes people nervous. But Pap wasn't gone. He was digging. He started hitting up mutual contacts, and the stories they told? Ugly. She'd been spotted having lunch with her ex before one of Pap's shows. She texted him mid-argument with Pap, telling her ex, "You understand me better than anyone." And the kicker? One insider swore Claressa had confided that she never stopped loving him, that Pap was fun, but not forever. In the industry, that's the kind of line that kills a man's pride faster than any rumor. Papoose didn't just feel betrayed. He felt played, like he'd been standing in the wrong role in someone else's love story. And the more he thought about it, the more he realized this wasn't a sudden twist. This was a long game, and he'd been the filler chapter. By now, the whispers were leaking into public spaces. Blogs started posting blind items about a high-profile rapper whose partner was reconnecting with an old flame. The comment sections lit up with guesses, and Pap saw his own name pop up more times than he could count. The boiling point? A friend sent him a voice note. Claressa laughing, telling someone, "Pap's sweet, but he ain't you." That's not just betrayal. That's humiliation. But here's the thing. Pap wasn't going to let the world write him off as some heartbroken extra. He had a plan. He was going to confront her, but not in private. Oh no. Pap was going to do it in a way that would leave no room for spin, no PR cleanup, no misunderstanding narratives. Because if she wanted to play in the shadows, he was about to drag the whole thing into the spotlight. And when that spotlight hit, let's just say, even Claressa's ex wasn't ready for what came next. Papoose didn't believe in soft landings, not anymore. If Claressa wanted to play the game in whispers and shadows, Pap was about to blast the speakers and turn the lights all the way up. Step 1. Timing. He waited until the biggest night of her post-fight press tour, the kind of event where every sports outlet, hip-hop blog, and gossip channel had their cameras rolling. Claressa walked in smiling, fresh off another win in the ring, eating up the attention. What she didn't know, Pap was already there, leaning against the back wall, hoodie up, phone in hand, loaded with receipts. The first shot wasn't verbal. It was digital. At exactly 8:14 p.m., while Claressa was mid-interview with a sports journalist, a brand new Instagram account went live at Pap Got Receipts. The first post? A clean, cropped screenshot of Claressa's late-night text to her ex. "Claressa, you'll always be my champ. Ex. Even if I'm not in the ring? Claressa. Always." It was over in seconds. The screenshot hit the feed hit the blogs hit Twitter. By the time Claressa's interview wrapped, the hashtag #MyChamp was trending. And not in the way she'd want. She turned, smiling for photos, but her phone was blowing up in her clutch. When she saw it, her face froze for half a second, long enough for every camera in the room to catch it. Pap stepped forward, calm as ever, not raising his voice, but making sure every mic picked him up. "You still want to tell people I'm the only one in your corner?" The room went dead silent. Claressa tried to laugh it off. "We're not doing this here." Pap tilted his head. "No, you did this there. I'm just making sure they see it here." The reporters went feral. Flashes popped. One even yelled, "Is it true you're still in love with your ex?" Claressa's PR team tried to hustle her away, but the internet doesn't wait for PR statements. Within an hour, at Pap Got Receipts dropped 2 more posts. A blurry but clear enough video of Claressa hugging her ex outside a Detroit lounge, timestamped just weeks earlier. An audio clip, her voice unmistakable, saying, "Pap's good for the spotlight, but you're good for my soul." That one? That was nuclear. The fan reactions were vicious. "This is worse than cheating. This is emotional treason." Pap's the PR boyfriend. X is the real deal. She said it herself. Imagine leaving Remy for this storyline. Even the sports world chimed in. One boxing analyst tweeted, "Claressa Shields might be undefeated in the ring, but she just took her first public KO." Pap didn't even need to say much. Every post on his main account was now flooded with comments calling him a king for walking away and urging him to tell more. And Pap? He was happy to oblige. On Instagram Live later that night, he went in without ever saying her name. "You ever invest your time, your money, your respect, only to find out you were just the placeholder? I don't play that. I don't share my plate. And if you're gonna eat somewhere else, don't come back here for dessert." The viewers went wild. The comments flew faster than the hearts on the screen. People were already stitching together timelines, matching outfits. cross-referencing posts from Claressa and her ex to prove overlaps. Then, as if the fire needed more gasoline, a gossip blog dropped its exclusive, an alleged DM from Claressa's ex bragging to a friend. "She's never getting over me. Pap's just the stage manager. I'm the show." That line spread like a virus. Memes, TikTok soundbites, reaction videos, all using Pap's calm, lethal confrontation footage over it. Claressa's team tried to push back, calling it fabricated and malicious, but by then, nobody cared about statements. They cared about the drama. And then came the twist nobody saw coming. While digging for more receipts, one gossip site claimed they found something bigger. A financial paper trail, not between Claressa and her ex, but between Papoose and a woman whose name had never come up before. Not Remy, not Claressa. Someone new. The headline screamed. Exclusive. While exposing Claressa, did Pap have his own side game? It hit like a sucker punch to the audience. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. Was Pap the betrayed hero, or was he playing chess while pretending to be the victim? Claressa wasted no time jumping on it. She tweeted and then deleted this gem. Funny how the loudest ones always got the most to hide. You want your receipts? Let's show all of them. And just like that, the game flipped. It wasn't just about Claressa's ex anymore. It was about whether Pap had been running his own play while building his public case. The internet smelled blood. The question was no longer, did Claressa betray Pap? It was, who's been playing who this whole time? And the answer? The second Claressa hit tweet, the internet went rabid. Screenshots of her post were everywhere, captions screaming, "Claressa fires back," and "Pap not so innocent after all." It didn't matter that she deleted it within minutes. In 2025, delete buttons are just delay buttons. Pap stayed quiet for 48 hours. No posts, no lives, just silence. And that was enough for the wolves to circle. The blogs flipped their tone from "Pap the betrayed king" to "Is Pap the biggest hypocrite in hip-hop?" YouTube channels that had spent days defending him were now running 15-minute exposés with titles like, "The receipts on the man who said he had receipts." The other woman rumor snowballed. Her name, at least, the one being passed around, was a stylist Pap had allegedly worked with during one of his solo projects. Someone posted blurry photos from a Miami hotel lobby showing Pap and a woman with the same hair and build, dragging luggage side by side. And while the timestamps were fuzzy, the narrative was crystal clear. While Pap was digging into Claressa's dirt, someone was quietly holding his. Remy Ma, who'd been quiet through the whole saga, suddenly dropped an Instagram story, a single eye emoji over a black background. No caption, no context. But the timing? Oh, it was perfect. Fans instantly flooded her comments. Remy knows something. Sis, spill it. Claressa seized the opportunity. She went live. Gym bag slung over her shoulder, hair pulled back tight, eyes locked on the camera. "See, y'all keep acting like I'm the bad guy here. But I've been holding back out of respect. Pap's not the victim. He's been playing games too. You think I didn't hear about him flying that stylist out? Please." It was a mic drop moment. Her chat went wild, split between believers and diehard Pap defenders. And just when it seemed like she might go too far, she smirked, ended the live, and left everyone hanging. Pap finally broke his silence that night. A 3-minute video, calm but laced with venom. People love to drag your name when they can't escape their own truth. Yeah, I know what's being said. No, it ain't what they're making it out to be. But even if it was, and I'm not saying it is, it still wouldn't erase what you did. You can't rewrite history just because you don't like the ending. The video racked up over 1 million views in an hour. Fans dissected every pause, every eyebrow raise, every carefully chosen word. But buried in the comments were a few usernames claiming to have proof of the Miami trip. Then came the knockout blow. A gossip outlet dropped a clip from a security camera in that same Miami hotel lobby. The footage was timestamped during the same week Pap had been blowing up Claressa's spot. It showed him, clear as day, walking in with a stylist at 2:37 a.m., no luggage this time, just holding a takeout bag in one hand and her waist in the other. The timeline shifted instantly. This wasn't a clean-cut story of the faithful man exposing the cheating partner. This was war, two people firing shots while hiding their own skeletons. Remy couldn't resist anymore. She tweeted, "Two clowns, one circus. Y'all enjoy the show." Her comment trended for 2 straight days. Memes flew. The saga went from tragic to comedic in record time. Someone even made a fake movie trailer titled Love and Left Hooks, starring AI-generated versions of all 3 of them. But behind the laughs, the damage was real. Claressa's next fight promo was overshadowed by the drama. Pap's credibility as the loyal one took a hit he couldn't PR his way out of. Even the other woman, who had stayed silent, was doxxed by overzealous fans and forced to lock down all her socials. And yet, none of them backed down. Claressa doubled down on her narrative. "I moved on. I was done. Pap just wasn't man enough to accept it. And if I wanted my ex back, that's between me and him." Pap stuck to his, "I was loyal until I wasn't given a reason to be. Period. If that makes me the bad guy, fine. At least I'm not a liar." The industry, of course, ate it up. Bookings went up. Interview requests piled in. There's no such thing as bad press when you're built for headlines. Then the final twist. A week later, a photo leaked. Not from Miami, not from Detroit, from Los Angeles. It showed Claressa, arm in arm, with neither her ex nor Pap. This was someone entirely new. No name, no tags. Just the shot, grainy but undeniable. And the smile on her face? The kind that doesn't look back. The caption from the leaker was just 5 words. "The real story starts now." Claressa didn't confirm it. Pap didn't comment. The blog scrambled for answers. Who was this mystery person? How long had it been going on? And most importantly, had everyone been fighting over Claressa while she was already halfway out the door? The whole saga ended not with a bang, but with a question mark. She vanished without a trace, but the secret stayed. And that's it, or is it? What started as a love story turned battlefield ended with 3, maybe 4 players, countless receipts, and a plot twist so messy even the blogs couldn't keep up. Papoose went from betrayed hero to possible double dealer. Claressa's shields went from ride or die to still in love with the ex, to maybe moving on entirely. And somewhere out there, the other person is sitting in silence, holding pieces of this puzzle none of us have seen yet. The craziest part? Every side swears they're telling the truth, and every side has dirt sticking to them. Which means no matter who you believe, you're also believing a liar. So the real question is, if you were caught in a triangle-turned-octagon like this, would you air it all out, scorched earth style, or walk away with receipts you never use, letting them rot in the dark? Because right now, it looks like everyone in this story had receipts. They just chose when to drop them. And let's be real, the internet's not done. This is one of those sagas that comes back 6 months later with leaked footage or exclusive tell-all interviews. And when it does, so what do you think? Was Pap justified? Was Claressa always playing both sides? Or is there a bigger twist coming that we can't even see yet? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't hold back. Hit that subscribe button because if this was the knockout, you don't want to miss the rematch. Stay tuned. This story isn't over. Not by a long shot.